The Galaxy S26 Ultra is just weeks away from its official launch, and at this point, the leaks have revealed almost everything. Today, I'm breaking down all the confirmed details about what's shaping up to be the most powerful flagship smartphone of the year, including the expected pricing and the official release date. But before we dive in, let's address the bigger picture. Since 2020, Samsung's direction has been confusing. A company that once led innovation started getting criticized for chasing Apple and slowly copying the iPhone step by step. However, this year genuinely feels different. We'll save that debate for the end of the video because for the first time in a long while, we finally have a clear and complete picture of what the Galaxy S26 Ultra really is. And there are some truly meaningful upgrades here. So for once, we're not starting with the design. Let's begin with the display. Simply put, Samsung is still the undisputed king of smartphone displays, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't giving up that crown. The phone keeps the same massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel as last year, but the real upgrades are happening under the hood. This time, Samsung is using a new M14 panel combined with COE technology, and that's a big deal. These improvements deliver better color accuracy, higher contrast, sharper clarity, and most importantly, improved power efficiency. While this display technology is technically capable of reaching up to 6,000 nits of peak brightness, reports suggest Samsung will cap it at around 2,600 nits,
Demos
similar
and
to the
even
S25
Samsung's
Ultra.
own
And the
explanation
reason is simple:
suggested that
better battery life instead of chasing unrealistic brightness numbers. There's also a brand new and confirmed feature that once again keeps Samsung ahead of the competition: a privacy display. This feature limits visibility from side angles, making it much harder for people around you to peek at your screen. As for the front camera, leaks suggest the punch hole cutout will be slightly larger this year. That's because the selfie camera now uses a wider aperture lens. The sensor itself remains the same 12-megapixel camera we saw on the S25 Ultra, but the field of view has been expanded to 85 degrees, which means better group selfies and wider shots. Now let's talk about the cameras on the back, where the changes are more noticeable. The Galaxy S26 Ultra keeps Samsung's familiar quad-camera layout, but this year brings aperture adjustments to both the main camera and the 5x periscope zoom lens. The ultra-wide and 3x telephoto cameras remain unchanged. On paper, these upgrades may seem minor, but when combined with Samsung's new image processing improvements, we should see a clear jump in both photo and video quality. That said, I still personally wish Samsung had upgraded the 3x zoom sensor. Moving on to performance, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will be powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor. Thanks to Samsung's close collaboration with Qualcomm, we're getting a special 4 Galaxy version with higher clock speeds. Based on everything we know so far, this is expected to be the most powerful mobile chip of the year, even outperforming Apple's A19 Pro. But performance isn't the only story here. Efficiency is just as important, and that brings us to the battery. Samsung is once again sticking with a 5,000 mAh battery for the sixth year in a row, a capacity that dates back all the way to the Galaxy Note era. However, the real upgrade this year isn't battery size, it's efficiency. With a more efficient chip, power-saving display technology, and smarter brightness limits, real-world battery life should see a noticeable improvement. It may not look impressive on a spec sheet, but in everyday use, this is where users will actually feel the difference, and that matters. Charging is also getting a welcome upgrade. The Galaxy S26 Ultra will support Key 2 magnetic wireless charging at up to 25 watts, and wired charging finally jumps to 60 watts, up from 45 watts on the S25 Ultra. That's a meaningful improvement. Now let's talk about the design. The Galaxy S26 Ultra's design is now fully clear and essentially confirmed. We've already discussed it in previous videos, so I won't repeat everything here. What is new, however, are the colors. According to reliable sources like Ice Universe and Evan Blass, Samsung is introducing a new hero color this year, Cobalt Violet. And if you were worried about an orange color option, don't worry, Samsung isn't copying Apple this time. But here's where things get controversial. There are rumors suggesting Samsung might switch back to aluminum instead of titanium, similar to what Apple did with the iPhone 17 Pro. For Apple, that decision made sense due to the phone's bulky unibody design, but for Samsung, this move would make far less sense. The S25 Ultra is already one of the lightest flagship phones on the market, and Samsung has some of the best thermal management in the industry. If Samsung actually drops titanium, it would feel like a step backward, prioritizing cost cutting over premium build quality. I genuinely hope titanium stays because this is an ultra phone and that's exactly how it should feel. Finally, let's talk about launch details. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to be announced at Samsung Unpacked on February 25th, with availability starting on March 11th. As for pricing, yes, increases are expected this year due to rising component costs and the ongoing RAM shortage. However, leaks suggest Samsung will likely keep US pricing unchanged to stay competitive with the iPhone 17 lineup. Overall, the Galaxy S26 Ultra feels like a meaningful upgrade over last year's model. It's not a radical redesign, but it's a smart, refined evolution done the right way. What do you think about the Galaxy S26 Ultra? Let me know in the comments. For more accurate and up-to-date leaks, check out the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.